April. So for me, Curtis and the listeners out there and viewers, we can't do everything at once. We cannot do everything at once. We are here to work as a team. We are here to develop Zambia together. There is no human being or government who will come and change Zambia in 24 hours or overnight. It can't happen. We need to be progressing, and we have been progressing very steadily as PF government under the able and humble leadership of His Excellency Edgar Chagwa Lungu. So to answer your question, as we are meeting our people in these constituencies, we have all the answers, because we are not going there to lie. We have no time to lie. We have no time to lie. Our time which we have is to tell the people the truth. And that is what we are doing. Us as PF, here on the Copper Belt province, we have all the answers for our people as we visit them. Our president has told us, let us tell our own story. And what we are doing, we are telling the people our own story as PF. We have done so much in the few years we have been in government. So for me, as a coordinator for the province, I'm a very excited coordinator, because my job on the Copper Belt province as mobilization coordinator, it's very simple. Because I will just go to the people out there with my teams in all the districts, in all the constituencies, to tell them what we have done. And we have no time to lie. We have no time to excite people. We have no time. Others are saying they will come and sell Zambia Air Force planes. For us, we are saying we are buying more planes so that we can have enough planes for ZAF here in Zambia. So for those who wants to come and sell those government or national assets, it's more like selling us. They are telling us that we are coming to kill you because you are not worthy to be Zambians.
And this is where you've been accused of character assassination when it comes
This is not character assassination,
when it comes
Curtis.
to the opposition.
This is not
They're
character
saying
assassination.
You're not selling the PF manifesto to the people out there.
We are not
But
selling.
you have decided to, campaign by attacking the opposition.
I'm not attacking. Curtis, I'm not attacking anyone. My friend Hakahinde Hichilema, my good friend Hakahinde Hichilema, the one who knew Kasama in Lusaka, he told us that when I come in, I will sell Gulfstream. That is a national asset. It's people's asset. And for us, as Zambians, we are saying we are not interested in selling. We are interested in buying and building our country. So when we tell him that this is what you said, that is not character assassination. We are just telling him the truth. That is what he said. So for me, I want to encourage my good friend. You know that is my friend because we want him to become a politician. We want him to be taught how to become a politician. We want him to be a politician. So this time around, he can't even compete. He has been wasting his time to go and compete at the national level, at a president's level. His level, my friend Hakahinde Hichilema, is at councilorship. Councilorship. That's why he has failed to understand the political landscape of this country. He has failed. If he was a politician, he would have come back to his senses and say, this is Zambia, and the politics styles of this country is ABCD. You know, the late Anderson Mazoka, may his soul rest in peace. He was a very intelligent politician. Very intelligent politician. Intelligence is very important in politics. Not if yamano yakuya kusukuru wasenda degree, wasenda masters, wasenda PhD. No! In politics, that is not, those are just fidaturanda fyakusankirisha pofia. In politics, first you have to be a politician. You have to be a schemer as a politician. You have to be scheming as a politician. If you are a president of a political party, but you are not a schemer, then you are not worthy.
I mean, that's the reason why
you are not worthy to be.
That's the reason why we have, the political assistants that.
No. Look what the political assistants for my brother Hakahinde. One is a motivation speaker. The other one is just a boy who has moved from one bedroom house in Livala to Charleston. He can't understand the political landscape of our country. He can't be advised politically. Look at Edgar Chagwalungu.
The people advisors.
Look at
Zumani.
Zumani one
that advises
Zumani is
politically. Right?
Zumani is he is a political student, but Zumani is not working alone. Zumani is working with us, politicians. He's coming to us. Zumani is coming to us to understand the political landscape. It's one thing to be a political student, and it's one thing to be a politician, physical or practical politician. Me, Hakahinde, just to look at his structure, I can assure you that that man, he's not a politician. And he's just here to joke around. So when you see a politician talking about selling instead of building, maziva chava ni bama gwagu chabe, awa ni bama sample. That is the best way of describing Hakahinde Hichilema. So away from that, because Hakahinde Hichilema is not development, because it's not development and is not a factor in our equation.
Now we've talked about him for the last 10 minutes.
Exactly. It's not a factor in our equation because he came in because I was trying to justify some point. Our factor are the people of Zambia. The people we are giving development. The people Edgar Chagwalungu is governing. The people have said we'll go with Edgar Chagwalungu beyond 2021. Those are the people who matters. Those are the people who want to concentrate on. That's why I'm here. To check on developmental projects. To give the people of Kabushi more projects. To check on how Masaiti is faring. To check on how Kafurafuta is faring. To check on how Mpongwe is faring. To check on how Rufwanyama is faring. That's my job. And I can assure you that as a politician, as earlier alluded to, you have to be a schemer. So for me, if you can ask me if PF we are ready to win this election, I will tell you that we are 100% ready and we win with a landslide. Why? Because we have analyzed our opponents. I've been saying this and I just want to repeat today. That Edgar Chagwalungu come 12th of August, he will be the only person who will face the people of Zambia. Others, they will just participate because they won't compete with His Excellency Edgar Chagwalungu. That's why President Edgar Chagwalungu if you follow him, he always talks about development and peace. Development and peace. Why? Because he has analyzed all his opponents, and he has seen that there is no one who can compete with me. We know others. They have told us before that there will be Armageddon in our country. Edgar Chagwa Lungu has told them, as long as he remains president of this country, there will be no violence before, during, and after 2021 general election.
Now, yesterday,
because President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, his focus is beyond 2021 general elections. Those are the leaders we need in our country. We need leaders who can prepare the country beyond elections. These people are saying that there will be Armageddon. These people are saying we will fight. Those, they are just thinking between themselves and the elections.
Well, the laws are
So
there.
for
the laws
us,
are there, and it's quite clear.
exactly.
Why don't we have these people arrested? I mean,
This is
if
the
someone
law.
is threatening violence,
Yes, the laws are
the
there.
laws are there, and they clearly state that,
the institutions which have been mandated by the law
right?
to attend or to handle those issues, they are there. We have police, Zambia police, and
So,
many other security wings.
My question is,
So your question, answering your question,
right?
the president is commander-in-chief. He is commander-in-chief. And he was saying, please Zambians, we are peace-loving nation. We have enjoyed this peace for quite some time. We will not allow any individual, any race, any religion, tribe, height, to disturb the peace which our forefathers fought for, and they paid the highest price for us to have this peace. We will not do that. The president, he has advised the people of Zambia to remain calm and make sure that we vote, and we vote in the peaceful atmosphere. For those people who would want to bring confusion, the president has said he won't allow. We won't allow, as commander-in-chief of defense force, anyone to misbehave. Anyone to misbehave. And he's not going to look at anyone's face. So for me, I want to encourage my brothers and sisters here on the Copperbelt province that peace is very important in any country. You can't go to ShopRite if there is no peace in your country. You can't take your child or your brothers or your sisters to school if there is no peace. There is nothing that will happen. Peace, if there is no peace, everything will come to a standstill. So for me, we want to back His Excellency Edgar Chagwa Lungu's pronouncements during the national address in Parliament yesterday. And I can assure you that me, when the president is talking, I take the keen interest in his talking, because I'm a minister in his government. And from his speech, it's now me to go to the people so that I can explain thoroughly to the people out there. That's the thing which I've been doing as a member of Parliament, to tell the people that peace is important. Let us protect this peace. We should not allow any individual to bring confusion in our country. And I can assure you that the president, as a commander-in-chief, will not allow lawlessness coming from any angle, because he's equal to the task. And for us, as Zambians, we are going to protect Zambia. We are going to protect Zambia. Zambia is for Zambians. Zambia is for Zambians. So for me, Curtis, viewers and listeners out there, President talked about a lot of issues. Peace was just something, part of the things which he talked about. Also, he talked about violence. We want to assure the people on the Copperbelt province that for us as Patriotic Front, our campaign will be based on issues. Issue-based campaign. We have a lot of issues to talk about as a party. We have a lot of issues to talk about. And I can assure you that the issues which we have no time to engage with others in any form of violence. Because our job will be just explaining to people the things which they are seeing. The people who can bring violence are those people who have no ideas whatsoever how politics are being played. To them, they can think that fighting is part of politics. Fighting is not part of politics. I've been in politics for quite some time now. I was once a strong supporter of the movement called Die Hard movement. And this movement was a very strong movement. And this movement, Curtis, is a movement which has produced a lot of politicians who are doing politics today. And we're not going to see anytime soon, another movement stronger than the way the Die Hard movement was. We were focused young men and women, and our issues were issue-based. Others who may say, Bowman, what about Richard Kachingwe's saga?
Well,
I can assure you, I want to clarify that. Wait, yes, I want to clarify that. Die Hard, what about Kachingwe's saga? I can assure you that at no time did I involve myself in any violent activity against Major Richard Kachingwe. That's why when we went to court, all of us who were accused were acquitted because we were not part and parcel of that violence. That's why my political life, it has been a non-violence life in terms of politics. And we are not going to allow any individual to bring confusion here on the Copperbelt province. So for me as a national, the provincial coordinator for mobilization on the Copperbelt province, our job, Curtis, viewers and listeners out there, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's just to explain what people are seeing. It's just to explain what people are seeing. It's just to tell the people what His Excellency Edgar Chagwa Lungu is doing. For us as a party on the Copperbelt province, we have seen how President Edgar Chagwa Lungu and his team, how we have diversified the economy of the Copperbelt province from mining dependency to agriculture, aquaculture, forestry, and many other sectors of the economy. So for me, as the Minister for Lusaka province and as a Member of Parliament for Kabushi constituency, I'm a very proud member of Cabinet of His Excellency Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and a member of the Party of Patriotic Front here in Zambia and on the Copper Belt Province, because we are delivering to the expectation of the people. We have our opponents who are there saying, Bari will fix, Bari will fix, Bari will come and fix. I laugh at them. I laugh at them. The people of Luanshya up to today, they have been looking for this Bari will fix to go and explain to them what happened when those mines were sold. He has failed to go to Luanshya to go and explain about the selling of the mines. How is he going to fix? How is he going to fix? So for me, I want to urge those people who have been following blindly, following this Bari will fix. Guys, or ladies and gentlemen, have a blend. Think, reflect on all these things, and come back and say the truth. When PF lost, when MMD lost elections in 2011, Hakahinde called me. Hakahinde called me, and he told me, Dad, now is a time for us to work together, because Mr. Sata can only fear the Tonga Bull's voice. I told him, sir, you have made a mistake. Me, I'm not a tribalist. I am not a tribalist. I am a politician, and my political life is to do national politics. And for me to succeed in my political life, I have to deal with all the tribes in this country. Because Zambia, we have more than 73 tribes. Now we have Asians who have settled in our country, and they are Zambians. Maybe now we are at 70 or 80 tribes, including our beloved brothers and sisters from China. He called me again when he was in Luapula. Dad, I want to see you. I will call Hichilema. By then he was a political advisor. And he called me. Dad, Hakahinde has told me to see you because there's something that he wants you to do with him. I told Hichilema that not me, because I'm not a tribalist. Hichilema was with him in MMD. He told me, no, my nephew, because he used to call me my nephew. No, my nephew, just listen to this man. I told him, I have no time to listen to a tribalist. I have no time, because my mother, she's from another province. My father, she's a Lamba. I've married from Muchinga. And for us, it's one Zambia, one nation. So for me, Ketis and the listeners out there and viewers, after 2011 general elections, MMD lost the elections. And for us, we stood as diehard with my brother from Central Province, who was my deputy coordinator, Given Zero. He was my deputy coordinator. And we worked 24/7. We were moving from one province to another. I can assure you that there is no town in this country which we haven't visited as diehard. I know Zambia in and out. I know Zambia very well. Sometimes when we tell you, Ketes and listeners out there, that Bowman's name is not a constituent's name, we know what we talk about. When you go to Southern Province, Bowman's name is there. When you go to Western Province, Bowman's name is there. When you go to Northwestern Province, Bowman's name is there. When you go to Luapula, Northern Province, Muchinga, Lusaka Province, Copper Belt Province, Eastern Province, our name is everywhere. So for me, I understand the political landscape of this country. We have seen graduates. Some of them, they have even come up with books talking about politics in our country. I say, wait a minute. You're writing about politics, you? What do you know about politics?
So are you saying whatever is written by the alleged graduates is incorrect?
No, I'm not saying it's incorrect. They feel they know,
or they've not
politics.
conducted much research on the subject
They
matter?
feel they know politics more than any other person. But I want to argue with those people that there are more politicians beyond those universities. We have politicians out there. It's more like school. Curtis. We have seen graduates, doctors, who thinks within the books. And when you go in the streets of Kabushi, you find this street person with a lot of innovations, without any degree, without any book. And some of these things, Curtis, these are the things which we have just inherited. So, for me, I want to tell you, and the listeners and viewers out there, that politics is for politicians. We have even seen some presidents in their offices. They don't even know the structures in Kabushi, the words in Kabushi. They don't even know how Zambia looks like politically. They don't. The Zambia we see with 10 provinces, me as a politician, I see Zambia in a different way. I see Zambia in a different way. For you, you just see, oh, this is Zambia.
And how do you see it? How do you see it in the different way
In the political life. Mm-hmm. We see things in a different way.
You've not explained the different way
exactly,
you're referring to.
Exactly.
That's what I want to clearly understand.
For example,
what's this different way politically?
Very, very good. Different way politically, you understand the people in those regions, how they think, how they react to things, and how you work with them. You understand them. For you, everything is, when you go to Northern Province, is Zambia. When you go to Southern Province, is Zambia. When you go to Northwestern Province, is Zambia. Yes, it is Zambia because we are one Zambia, one nation. But politically, we need to understand each and every province differently.
The way to divide the nation tribal?
No,
wise?
It's not about tribal.
How are we?
It's not about
because
tribal.
I see you narrowing down.
It's not about tribal. No, it's not about tribal.
Right.
It's about how to deal with the people. The way I will deal with my brothers and sisters in Southern Province, that is not the way I will deal with my cousins in Northwestern Province. It will differ. That's not the way I will deal with my cousins in Western Province. It will differ.
Sounds like tribalism.
It is not tribalism. I'm not talking about tribalism here. I'm not talking about tribes. I'm talking about political.
Would you deal with my brothers and sisters in Northwestern Province?
Exactly. For example,
to Western Province.
Exactly.
Central Province.
You know that each and every province, it's special. It's very special in its own. So that's how you understand as a politician. You can't just wake up that I'll be a politician, I'll stand as a president, without even understanding how Zambians think. So for us, Curtis, we want to emphasize that we are developing Copper Belt province. We are developing Kabushi constituency. And we are doing this, we are doing the roads, which is very true. We are doing the roads. We are constructing police posts. We are constructing Kaparala market. It is very true that that's what we are doing.
Right.
So for me, as a member of parliament for Kabushi and as the provincial coordinator mobilization for Copper Belt province, we have projects which we are doing, and our job, it's very easy. It's very easy.
Right, so we're campaigning on what's been done. Now it's time for you to have your say. 0212617140. Those of you joining us on social media, we have Facebook and Smart Eagles. You can drop your comments below. I will read some of those comments. Picking up the very first call for the evening. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
So my name is Esau Piri in Chifu.
Mr. Esau Piri, you are live on Up and Close with Honorable Bowman Lusambo. Your question or contribution, sir?
Mr. Honorable Mulishani. That woman for Muremba, but you should in a ton de Rombako. The Rombak 100 quarter Yakumanisha Pahunga.
Well, the aspect of my goodness me. So I was going to bring this up, issues regarding the state of the economy. People are complaining of high prices of essential commodities, foodstuffs, which is making things quite difficult for most people, like the call that we've just received. But hold your thought on that. Let's see if we can pick up another call live on SunFM Zambia. Give us a call. Sorry about that, we lost that call, but you can call us back. It's 0212617140. Those of you on social media or on Topstar, the number is right on your screen. 0212617140. We have another caller on the line. Good evening.
Curtis, good evening.
Evening to you. Your name and where you calling from?
This is Benny. Honorable Bowman Lusambo. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And how are you, my brother? Ben.
Thank you very much. Like I've said, this is Benny within Ndola. I don't even know where to start from, but I want to borrow your words, Honorable Bowman, where you said some people need to be politicians. And some of us are now scared of politicians because normally politicians are liars. Okay? Let me quickly go back to the one person that we love very much up to now. His Excellency, the President Michael Sata, may he so rest in peace. Before he became president, he told the Zambians that he would transform or change Zambia in 90 days. When he became president, he told us something else. Okay? And then we are saying a politician. You, yourself, Honorable Bowman Lusambo, came on radio, SunFM and other radio stations, and told us that this police station, Canberra police station, would be transformed using the Bowman Lusambo funds, where you would build a state-of-the-art police station with houses around it. But to date, it's unfortunate that we haven't seen anything of that nature. And maybe just to remind you, Honorable Bowman Lusambo, in Zambia, we have, if I'm not mistaken, maybe about 37 to 44 political parties. Where Nawakwi is, Kalava is, but I wonder why we are always mentioning HH I really fail to understand, because every statement that you make, HH's voice name is mentioned. So you've also mentioned about the roads. I'm happy you mentioned about the Copper Belt Road. But I know you ran away from Luansha, where you just said Havik would be doing. That song we've been hearing for Luansha roads since last year. And the PF government, to be frank, has betrayed the PF politicians or leadership of Luansha, especially Nathan Chanda, because the young man is hardworking, and the PF has not given him leeway, because when we come to
right, very well, wind up, your time is up.
Yes. I don't know how the leaders from PF in Luansha will feel if they will even be voted in, because of the neglect that they've received from the current government.
No, points taken. Thank you so much, Benny, for coming
there. Thank you very much.
Right, thank you so much. We'll pick one more call, in fact, two more calls before you could respond. Good evening. You are live on SunFM Zambia. Your name and where are you calling from?
Honorable. This is Andrew.
Andrew, where are you calling from?
Yes, Honorable, we have got a problem with COVID and tourism. Most of the roads are covered.
Andrew, unfortunately, we can't get you. Hello?
Yes.
You'd have to say what you said, because we couldn't get you clearly. What were you saying?
Hello?
Well, unfortunately, I would have to let Andrew go. Do call us back. It's 0212-617-140. Let's pick up a clear line there. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling from Ndola, George from the Kabushi.
John Chisanga, I believe.
George from the Kabushi.
Right. Your question or contribution, sir?
Just a contribution. Shani wa Bowman Lusambo.
Bueno, Shani.
Naja kukwenda ko yakwatinga pale maishuza balanda am constituency ba Bowman. Maya ndafe ifinge ifiwa basaba kukombera abantu. Noja kwa twali ko ba HH ya chibishi Shani. Pero mchinsa sense. So ngabakongira maishuzi ayakwati ayakuombera Kabushi. Bila kwa HH please. HH wa my issues I wa banana kumu. Mashwara for kwenda kwa Bowman.
0212-617-140 is the number that gets you through to the program. Good evening. Your name and where you calling from?
Thank you so much for being my co-host. I'm calling from JK Township here in Ndola. Bowman Lusambo, good evening. I hope and pray you have answered my greeting. Katie, politics of character assassination are long gone, and they will never ever come back. It's a pity that Bowman Lusambo is still practicing politics of the Stone Age, talking about the people who are not there to defend themselves. I'll be very frank with you. I'm going to tell you the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but the truth. Bowman Lusambo doesn't even deserve to be appointed as a minister because of his behavior. I wonder what President Lungu saw at the expense of other hard-working PF member to appoint Bowman Lusambo. Believe you me, should there be a change of government, Bowman Lusambo find it very hard to work and operate in Zambia. Mark my words. Thank you.
Well, some criticism there. Criticism there. How
thank you
would
very
react to the course that we received so far?
Yeah, thank you very much. First and foremost, you know the way UPND behave. They want them to talk. If you react, it is character assassination. That is a problem. And if we can compare me as a politician to Hakahinde Hichilema, who was just selling our companies here in Zambia, who is deserved to be in the national position in our country. Zambia is our country. And the President Edgar Chagalungu appointed me because I won the elections in Kabushi constituency as an MP, where Hakahinde flopped as president in Kabushi, and again he's flopping. He's losing again. So if Hakahinde Hichilema say, when I become president, I will come and sell this plane, and if we react to that, it's character assassination. Shame upon you guys. Shame upon you. If you think you can talk, then us is to keep quiet. When we talk, it's a character assassination. You're just wasting your time. For me, as Bowman Lusambo Chilosha Bulldozer, I'll be talking, my friend. I'll be talking.
Right.
If you want, you can even come and face me. I will tell you the same thing which I'm saying here. When Hakahinde was talking about selling the plane, was the people of Zambia there? He said it alone. Why do you want us, when we want to say, Hakahinde, this is what you said, we want Hakahinde to come? Invite me with Hakahinde Hichilema. Hakahinde Hichilema can't beat me when it comes to political issues, because I know more politics than him.
Right.
I know more politics than him. So let me go to Luansha.
The Luansha issue, that's what I was coming to.
The Luansha issue.
Right. Are you avoiding it?
The Luansha issue we're not avoiding.
Well, they
say he's talking about is our provincial chairman. He's in leadership. So which leadership was he talking about? Nathan Chanda is in leadership. He's our provincial chair for Copper Belt province. So if he's talking about leadership, which leadership? Nathan Chanda, mayor, is our chairman and is a member of our central committee. So he's in leadership. So the people of Luansha, they are going to have the roads. They are going to have the roads. By the time we started pushing for the roads for Luansha, I was with Mayor Nathan Chand. We have sat, we have pushed together, and I know what I'm talking about. If the Luansha man is saying the PF government, he has failed the people of Luansha, are you sure? You have to be honest to yourself. PF just came in power for this less than 7 years now. How can you say they have failed the people of Luansha? The person who has failed the people of Luansha is Hakahinde Hichilema. The one who was there when privatization was taking place. And the people of Luansha, if they are honest to themselves, they can't even allow Hakahinde Hichilema to enter Luansha and talk to them. Because Hakahinde Hichilema is the person who has all the answers for the people of Luansha.
Right, let's...
For Edgar, President and Commander-in-Chief of Defense Force, he has been trying by all means, first of all, to maintain the companies in Luansha, like the mines, to maintain that investor in Luansha. It takes leadership. It takes leadership. President Edgar Chagalungu has just found all these things. And someone is saying PF government, the leadership of PF, they have failed the people of Luansha. Wait a minute. It is not true. It is not true.
Right. Let's.
And for my young boy in Kabushi, who was saying, is it Chanda, I think?
Yeah, well, the
who was saying, the roads is
in Kabushi.
The roads we are building, the roads. In Kabushi, it's not that we don't have the roads. And I can prove those people are saying about the roads wrong. We have the roads in Kabushi. We have the roads in Kabushi. But some of the roads in Kabushi, they are just not in a good shape. We have the roads in Kabushi. But some of the roads are not in the good shape. And we are not just sitting as the members of Kabushi constituency, MP and the constituency. We are constructing the roads, and we have started constructing these roads in Kabushi constituency. The contractor is there. Apart from constructing the roads, because it's not only roads. No. There are other projects which we are doing. We are doing projects like Kapalala Market. We are constructing Kapalala Market. I want people to tell me if I'm lying on the things which we are saying, that we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing this. I can assure you that apart from roads which we are constructing in Kabushi constituency, we are doing Pave Zambia in Kabushi constituency. In Lubuto today, that's where I'm coming from. The pavers, thousands of pavers, they are there in Lubuto in readiness of the same Pave Zambia roads. If I'm lying, let those people tell me that, no, here you are lying, it's not true. Then I will tell them that I'm sorry about all these things which I'm saying.
Right. Interest of time, let me quickly look through some messages that have come through via our Facebook page, and we have the following messages. This one, this is actually a question. Honorable, in your empowerment program, is there any COVID relief for small businesses running? That's a question coming off from Albert Chikumo. This other one reads, this one is basically responding. Lamek Masulani is saying, well, if HH is not a factor to you, then why do you always talk about him? And someone else here says, mention the roads that are in good conditions and the bad ones in Kabushi constituency. That's a message from Bruce Jeremiah Chamber texting us there. Getting more messages coming on 0969662000. Honorable, for me personally, I don't think it's going to help you with the campaigning, Mr. Hichilema. Just tell us what you're going to do with your constituency and Zambia at large. And this other one says, I was in Kabushi and Lubuto today. Well, just like you. And the roads are in a bad state. Where have you been all this time? Well, so those are some of the messages that we've received so far. Let's pick two calls before we end the program. Good evening. You are live on SunFM Zambia. Your name and where you're calling from? Hello? Call us back. 0212-617140. That's the quickest finger gets through to the program. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, all.
Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
I'm Joshua from Livingstone.
Joshua in Livingstone. Now, what's your question or contribution to the program?
In full of Bowman Lusambo Castigates why every time about radio, come back to HH, why don't I come back on a program there?
0212-617140. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, this is Esau back again.
Unfortunately, we want to give chance to more callers to call in. So if you've already called the program, you've already given your view. Let's allow other people to call in. 0212-617140. I won't give anyone a second chance. You're live on the program. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Switch off your radio or TV. There's feedback. My goodness me. If you want to get through to the program, just get your phone, make that call, make sure your radio set is off or your TV set is off, and then we will be able to communicate effectively. So let's do that as you call in. 0212-617140. This is our very last caller. Your name and where are you calling from?
Calling from Kabushi. Good evening, Bowman Lusambo.
What's your name again?
Your name again?
My name is Bernard Kanengo, calling from Kabushi, the incoming MP for Kabushi constituency. Mr. Lusambo,
yes.
It can be very wise if you be telling the people of Zambia and the people of Kabushi the truth rather than lying. If you come here in Kabushi constituency, the roads are extremely very bad. If you look at the empowerment that you are giving out in the name of those handouts you are giving out in the name of empowerment, that is not empowerment. If you give people 30,000 kwacha, that are over 1,250, approximately to me, it means you are giving them something like 24 kwacha. What business can one start in 24 kwacha? My brother, it's very important for you to admit that you failed the people of Kabushi for 5 solid years. If you are telling me that you are going to build the roads here in Kabushi, when are you going to build them? Because you've remained with less than 3 months, the parliament will be dissolved. Are you telling me that planning can take 4 years, 6 months, then implementation in 3 months? How possible is it? That's why the people of Kabushi, they are marrying you with don't Kubeba. All those people
quick question to you. You've been listening to the program.
They are marrying you with don't Kubeba, and the next thing that you come
to understand one another. Quickly respond.
Yes, this is the problem with UPND. That boy is a UPND boy, and he was telling me last time that I want to stand. I've been just saying, leave politics to politicians. It is not me who's supposed to build the roads. My government, the government of His Excellency Edgar Chagwa, we are doing the roads. Closing parliament and constructing the roads, they are two different things. Is he saying that if we close parliament tomorrow or next week, then the government will be closed? Those are the shallow thinking of those people who doesn't understand politics and governance. So for me, I want to assure that person that one, yes, us as PF, we don't lie. We don't lie. We say the truth. The empowerment which is talking about, who told them that empowerment is one off thing? If today we go to Ministry of Sports and Youth and Child Development, they are giving empowerment. When they give empowerment, doesn't mean that they give empowerment at once the entire applicants. No. If they feel that the money which they have, it can only cater for 5-6 people, the rest they wait until those people who have been given the money to pay back, so that other people also can take the same money so that they can invest in their businesses. Who told him that when we give empowerment, we start dividing with the people who are supposed to get that empowerment? It's wrong. We have seen how empowerments have been coming. Himself, he wants to stand in Kabushi constituency. He has failed even to construct a toilet for himself. How is he going to look after the people? So for me, Ketes and the people of Kabushi, that man is not a best person to talk about Kabushi. Let him just concentrate. His best job is to repair gensets. And we have 3 gensets which are not working very well. And we are going to give him that opportunity for him to repair. My brother, politicians are politicians. And for you repair or repairs gensets, who will bring to you so that you can help us to repair those gensets. That is part of the development which you are adding to the people of Kabushi. Not saying I want to stand. We are going to win Kabushi constituency with the landslide. There is no competitor who will compete with us in Kabushi constituency. He's saying don't kubeba. Fiabu fi don't kubeba yadiko akale. Today, as we work with the people, we invest in the people. Our investment as Kabushi constituency is dual investment. We are investing in the infrastructure and we have invested in the people. That's why when Bowman Lusambo, the bulldozer, is in Kabushi constituency comes to the standstill. Because the relationship which we have with the people of Kabushi, it's very strong. The same guy, I met him today when I was in Kabushi. He failed even to pass where we were passing because we had people who were coming out of their homes just to see this member of parliament.
Is that not going against the COVID-19
we were
guidelines?
No, they were coming. They were coming from. They were coming from their homes. We were in the street, moving in the street, and they were coming from their homes. Mm-hmm. So the other thing which I can tell him,
right?
Kabushi constituency, I will still say the same thing, that we have roads in Kabushi constituency. We have roads in Kabushi constituency. The Zoom road is intact. The KX one-way road is intact. We have roads which are intact in Skyways. We have roads which are intact in Masala. We have roads which are intact in Kabushi Ward. And we have roads in Kabushi. We have roads in Lubuto which are intact, brand new roads. But we also have some of the roads which are not good. For example, Center Market Road. It's not okay. It is in a bad state. But that does not qualify to say the roads in Kabushi are bad. It is not true. Some of the roads in Kabushi, they are bad.
Right.
If we construct Chiwara Road, Center Road, and Chitupi Road, and other small roads in Kabushi constituency, doesn't mean that we have constructed roads in the entire Kabushi constituency. But we have attended to some of the roads which are in the bad state. So for me, the people who are calling, we wait for them on the 12th of August.
No,
so that
is not on our
we
side.
can face them. Right. And we are going to face them this time around. We'll win this election with a landslide. And I can assure them, for all those people who are saying, why are you talking about Hakahinde Hichilema? Hakahinde Hichilema ali gongeni avena Zambia. Ali twebele ati twarilala. Apata tulele. Tatulele na.
That's a wrap. That's where we say to be continued. He'll be back next week.
Sure.